We have a new leader in the Budweiser Shootout on Fox, sponsored by Sprint. Get NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile only from Sprint, only on the Now Network.
Looks to me like Carl Edwards has picked up right where he left off at the end of last year, wanting to win everything that's out there.
But you know, Darrell, I can't help as I watch Carl Edwards in that 99 car lead this race at a restrictor plate racetrack. The last time we were at a restrictor plate racetrack at Talladega in the fall, he had everybody mad at him, including his teammates, because he caused that big wreck with about 12 laps to go down in 3 and 4.
I'll tell you another guy that we should maybe give a little shout out to, and that's that cat right there in the Valvoline car. He looks to me like Mr. Allmendinger is picking up right where he left off at the end of last year.
He had a strong finish to the season for what was Gillette Evernham Racing.
Good job, bud.
Now Richard Petty Motorsports after a merger, and he's in the 44.
Have you ever seen a paint job quite like that?
I believe I have.
Yes, I believe we have.
Back in the late 70s. Yeah, I mean, you've got A.J. Allmendinger that started 18th. He's running second right now. Remember, Jeff Gordon started dead last. He's up there in the 4th position, and Jimmy Johnson, his teammate in the 48, started 19th.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. led this race and now has dropped back to mid-pack. Matt?
Mike, he moved up to the high side. The biggest complaint from Junior about the 88 car, just way too free on entry. Not a good feeling at this juncture. Looking forward to the break.
You have to set these cars up that way. They got to be so loose on entry so they're not so terribly tight on exit, and it makes it really hard to drive.
And that's going to be even more important in that 50-lap run, because the further you go, the more fuel you burn off, and it just makes the car tighter and tighter, turn less and less.
4 cars in the garage. One has lost the draft, but still out there. That's Kevin Harvick, who reported damage to the right side of his car when he got against the wall earlier. Jimmy Johnson now second. Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards. The way last season all happened to work out. Krista?
Well, this is an incredible run for A.J. Allmendinger, his very first Bud Shootout, and he is in essence auditioning. Right now, this team slated to run the Bud Shootout plus the first 8 races of the year, along with the Daytona July race. So A.J. Allmendinger trying to do everything he can for a good showing, and looking very strong right now in his very first Budweiser Shootout appearance.
You know, I just can't believe how he has improved as a driver. When he first got in these cars, he was lost as an Easter egg, but he has really picked up the talent, and he's really done a good job.
How about these two guys at the front, Carl Edwards in that 99 and Jimmy Johnson in the 48? They are having a blast up there at the front.
And as they play cat and mouse, Jamie McMurray comes into the picture in that 26. Whoa. Denny Hamlin almost slid it to the wall.
Boy,
what a save.
That backed a bunch of them up.
That was a big slide for the number 11.
This is what you call push loose. This thing comes off the corner. He's got a lot of wheel in it, and when those front tires dig, that's when you go push, 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 loose.
When you can see the right door numbers from that view, we got trouble on the back straightaway.
David Rudiman and David Stremme on the left going for a spin.
That will bring the caution out as we're coming to lap 23.
This is Stremme, who gets it pointed the right way in the bus stop chicane.
This is about the point in the run where your car just goes, the handling really goes away big time with about 20-25 laps.
Rudiman up top in the 00, Stremme on the bottom, and Hamlin in the middle.
Oh, he got clipped.
And then poor David Stremme in the 12 was just a victim.
11 car got into the 00. Hamlin got into Rudiman and shot him down the hill into the 12 car.
I tell you what, David Stremme got that car turned just in time, because he was headed to that inside wall in a hurry.
This is one of those times when you say, where did that come from?
Boy, Stremme took a hard hit.
No, both of those cars did. You can.
South Bend, Indiana's David Stremme has made it back to pit road, as has Rudiman. Caution for the second time tonight in the Budweiser Shootout of 2009. Both cars able to continue.
Car got faster when it got to the grass, I think.
Caution is out for the David Ruderman, David Stremme incident, and this will complete 25 laps. Caution laps do count in the Budweiser Shootout. That means the next time around, the pit road will be open, and the teams will come in order and exit in the order in which they enter after having 10 minutes to make repairs. Kevin Harvick and Bobby Labonte have already been in during this caution period.
Yeah, it really wasn't a loss for Kevin Harvick because he was all the way at the back anyhow. But now Bobby Labonte, by pitting that time, he will lose whatever positions that he lost by coming to pit road.
Krista?
Yeah, they were assessing the left front damage. They really thought the problem was going to be the right fender. They got down here on pit road. They knew the left front was much worse than they thought. While he was down here, Kevin said, go ahead and throw on 4 fresh tires. Maybe I can make up some difference. Before he brushed the wall there on lap 13, his car, he said, was a little tight.
So pits will be open this time. 4 cars in the garage. Scott Speed, David Reagan, Robbie Gordon, Joey Logano. Everyone else is still on the lead lap.
But it's good to come down and make that pit stop before halfway. Now they know what they need. If they got to make some repairs to the car, they have everything ready, and in that 10 minutes they'll be able to get her fixed up.
So here is the running order after 25 laps. After the break, they'll run 50 laps to finish this off, and the winner takes home $200,000. Tomorrow, Fox Sports brings you exclusive coverage of Daytona 500 qualifying. We'll find out who will win the front row for the 51st running of the Great American Race. Coverage of Daytona 500 qualifying tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, in high definition and only on Fox.
We had 2 practice sessions for qualifying for tomorrow, and no, Jeff Gordon wasn't fastest. Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, no. How about awesome Bill Elliott, fastest in both practice sessions, driving that number 21 Wood Brothers car.
I feel like I'm having flashbacks. Bill Elliott's here, Terry Labonte's here, Derek Cope is here, Jeff Bodine is here.
Chris Devota's there.
Carl Edwards is in. They're making the 4 tire change. His car is very good. Remember, they are coming off the end of last season with tons of momentum, winning that season finale. Matt.
The 2005 winner of this event, Jimmy Johnson, in. His complaint early on, the car was tight, but he felt like that was because he was mired back in traffic. He got a little free near the end of that run. Steve?
Well, Matt, Tony Stewart said he wanted to be freer. Too tight on exit. They made a chassis adjustment, a track bar adjustment on that 14 car. Dick.
Well, Jeff Gordon said his car was a bit free at the beginning and that he could handle it. Then it got tight. He didn't like that.
So we're in the halftime break, as it were, although we're just 25 of 75 laps complete in Daytona.